How is it going? I don't know if you want to go on cam here, Jables. If you want to say hello, show your face to everyone here on stream.
Uh, no thanks, I'm good. I
No
think just do
worries.
voice.
That's fine. That's fine. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, just getting pumped, putting the last minute touches on our strat sketches and our briefing before we brain dump on everybody. We have about 10 minutes to do a full or our approximation of a full
Yeah,
competitive
yeah,
brief. So,
yeah. No,
yeah, we're in pretty good shape.
it's good. It's good. So you're going to be leading the Axis forces today. What do you feel? How do you feel about this event? Do you feel like this? I know this is only the first fifth time we've done this, but I really feels like the NA community is galvanizing around the comp scene with events like this.
Yeah, this is a great event. It's I think eye-opening for a lot of the NA players to get to play in a high-level game like this, where basically everyone you're playing against is going to be making the shots, and you know that the other team is going to be putting a pretty big challenge on your team. So I think people are pretty pumped and getting excited around the idea, especially since most of the time like scrims aren't on Friday nights. So most of the time all these people are on playing Hell Let Loose anyways. So why not get them all together for a pretty exciting game? And
Yeah.
they've been pretty exciting so far. We've had I think most of the matches have been 3-2 or 2-3 with some nail biting moments. So we'll see what we can do tonight.
No, for sure. They've been really close. And it's great. It's almost like casual play for competitive players. That's what I like to put it. You know, these games, they're not pub matches, they're competitive. They're not exactly at the level of those really competitive matches where it's like a friendly where you're trying new tactics or you're winning at any cost. You know, you have a little more leeway in these matches to try different things and to see if they work and to really hone your skills in that competitive scene.
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, it's just a really nice kind of middle ground between like a really sweaty, they're definitely sweaty, but a really sweaty sort of scrim where it's your team against another team. This is more of like it's like a really intense networking event. We'll put it that way.
Really intense networking event. I love the way you put it there. Just before we end here, do you have any shout outs to guys on your team, maybe to your slash boys you want to give out before the match?
Yeah, I think my big shout outs go to Core. They're the people who kind of gave us this idea, and they do this stuff on a regular basis. So we're just trying to bring what they're doing for the European side to the North American side. And Mucksnapper and Romulus, they put a ton of work into this. They're in there sweating every time during check-in, trying to get the teams filled up. It's a lot of work to put together, and they deserve a lot of credit for it.
No, for sure. Thank you so much for joining us before the match, and good luck today on the match. Hopefully, we'll join you after with a victory under your belt here on Friday Night Fights. Jables.
Hoping so. So hope you guys enjoyed the game. See you guys.
Yeah. Jables from / there, joining us before the match today here on Friday Night Fights. All right, so we're going to be talking to next Jimbonian, the commander of the Allies today. We're going to have him.
Yep, that's me.
Jimbonium, hey, what's up, buddy? How you doing?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
Oh, pretty good, pretty good. Oh, let's transition here. You want to hop on cam or do you want to stay like this?
Doesn't matter to me. I can do either.
Yeah, let's see that face. Show us your smile there.
I got my lucky hat on.
Lucky hat. All right, let's check this out.
Let's see if it works. Show me potato salad. Uh-oh.
It's loading. We're getting there. I could actually share my screen to you so you can see me saying hi to you on the other side. It looks like the forever loading screen here before the match starts.
Well, maybe it'll happen.
Maybe, or maybe not. I don't know. There we go. Go live there. Show you my screen. You can see what I look like. What about yours?
Just pretend I look like Henry.
Wait, I can see my own screen and your screen. What is going on?
Uh-oh, that can't be good.
No, that can't. I think we'll stop. The stream did not go well, Discord. Come on now. All right, well, we'll see if you hop in here, and if you don't, that's okay. You'll be a forever loading screen on screen, and if you do, then we'll get to see your face and smile and whatnot. Anyway, starting off, you're going to be commanding the Allies team today, Friday Night Fights. If you want to just start off, maybe a little bit info about you, your clan, and what you think about this event.
I'm from the Outpost OP, best NA team so far,
Oh, okay.
according to the seasonal, the last
Okay.
seasonal. That's what we're
All
going off
right.
here. We work closely with another group called BHB and the Esprit Boys,
Okay,
with
yeah.
Muck and them.
Nice. Are you so are you a part of Trirex then going into the seasonal? Just a quick question.
No. I think I said Muck. He just sent me a message that that got me all confused there. No, we're the Incheon and
Okay, my bad.
ESPT.
Okay. You guys made it through. You don't have to play in the initial stages. That's right. Right? You guys aren't playing in the first qualifier then?
Correct. Yes, I think we've pre-qualified.
Okay, yeah. Just double checking. I wasn't completely sure about that. No, that's pretty cool. So thinking about this event as an NA player yourself, how does an event like this kind of help you hone your skills and practice on a weekly basis?
Oh well, first of all, it's just a ton of fun.
Yeah.
Anytime you can get a high quality HLL game going, you can count me in. Particularly, I really like to play Commander, but since there's only one of those per team, it's kind of hard to get the high quality games in as Commander. So this is a great way to hone those skills.
No,
And
for sure. For sure.
yeah, just looking forward to meeting a bunch of new people.
Awesome. Before you go here, I know you got to get to that briefing. Before you do you have any shout outs for your boys in OP? Maybe some guys playing in the game today or some people back watching, maybe on Twitch?
Yeah. Well, hopefully we got a bunch of people watching. These are always a great spectacle. Generally, the OP guys sign up as Recon and Artie in Commander. So it looks like not much has changed there. But yeah, no, it's always good to get the OP name out there.
No, for sure. You guys, I don't know too much about the NA scene, so but what I've seen from you guys has been nothing but good, and I'm looking forward to seeing how you guys do in the upcoming seasonal too, for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
But yeah, good luck today. Any predictions on the results of today's game on Carentan? Do you think you guys are going to 5-0, or is it going to be a close game? Do you think there?
I think we can assure that the FPS is going to take a hit as long as you're looking the long ways down the map. Other than that, I just hope I can get another game-winning, really dumb half-track in there. That was that was the highlight of my last game.
I was watching that half-track the whole time like this. There's no way this works. There's no way this works. It doesn't work. It's not going to work. You get out, you die, and the guy with an AT uses the half-track as cover and then runs away from it.
Yeah, it was locked out for like a good 2 or 3 minutes, and then all of a sudden we just get this massive spawn wave. They get a big spawn wave off of their garrison, 20 meters away. There's this disgusting firefight where basically everyone dies, and we came out on top on that one.
You did for sure. Credit where credit's due. That's probably one of the most unusual winning plays in Hell Let Loose that I've seen in a long time. But Jimbonium, thanks for coming on before the match here, and hopefully we can have a quick word after the match. And for you guys, hopefully you take home the W tonight.
Yeah, sure. Thanks for having me.
All right, no worries. That was Jimbonium here from OP, the commander of the Allies teams on tonight's Friday Night Fights. That's much better. That's much better looking. Friday Night Fights, Allies versus Axis on Carentan, 2-2 to start it off. Initial cap progress here coming from the Allies. Axis do manage to get all the way onto point, though. You can see there Inferno getting into this crucial trench. The challenging truck here from Esprit de Corps. Ooh, taking fire. Cell taking a bunch of fire here from machine guns. Looks like Captain F something. From Slash. Now Excel does have that rocket class, but he's the only one who made it mostly close on the north side of the trench. You can see Contempt and Mr. Booze also trying desperately to get into that trench, but I just don't think it's going to work out. Mr. should put an OP down as soon as possible here, otherwise he's going to get caught out. Cap progress still continues. Yeah, I don't know why people are so rushing to use those rockets to kill these transport trucks. Transport trucks really don't do much, and it's kind of a waste of a rocket in my view. You really should be sending that onto the machine guns that engage you, or into trenches where you know there's enemies. Just using them on the trucks at the start, just wasting kind of ammo. my point of view. However, look at this deployment on the south. Much better deployment on the south side here from the Allies. They get complete control of the south side of Canal Crossing. And you know what? There's enough already coming in on the north side that the Axis just can't use it to challenge the strong point. I think this one is trending, at least trending now, towards a 3-2 start here for the Allies on Friday Night Fights. Devastating already on the backside. Absolutely demolishing half of that squad of the Axis moving in now. Lil White and Manimal both trying to get their bodies into point here, both trying to put some pressure on this mid cap here, but it just is not too little too late. It really is. We got a tank fight going on the north side as this point's about to be capped. You see Sherman here, 75, engaging the Panzer IV on the other side. Don't think this fight is going to impact the mid cap at all. No, it's going to go directly to a 3-2 here for the Allies off the bat. Really get down here to see where this P4 is and where this Sherman's peaking right now. Already striking close to the Sherman. He's not worried too much. What's going to worry him more is that P4 shot coming in. Get a view onto that P4. There he is. Unfortunately, the Sherman's just hitting terrain right now. I think he hit a tree or something. See the OP tank there, just through the smoke. Lots of smoke in the middle of this battle. Sherman's got to be careful as he pulls forward. Oh, nice shot right into the hull of Panzer IV. Panzer IV is in trouble there. Got to retreat and repair if he knows what's good for him. Trying to stay in the fight, just not going to be able to do too much in this fight, especially in that state of damage. I don't think the Sherman's taken any shots so far. Rodwell from OP can be hopping out, trying to repair this tank. Sherman, if he peeks now, I think he might have the advantage on this one. P4 just not able to penetrate the tank with those shots. South control also on the point here. You can see it's gone completely towards the Allies' side. Now, on the north side, the Axis is doing a little better for themselves, getting some control here, but still not anything pressuring the point at all right now. Let's get a view so you guys can see this tank battle from either side. Sherman just underneath that artillery marker. You can see tank marker going out right there. Ricochet from the P4. P4 having trouble penetrating, getting good solid hits onto this Sherman. There we go. That's a solid hit. Sherman takes big damage here. P4 has repaired. Sherman needs to back up. He's getting absolutely tagged. Boom. Another shot goes into the front armor there of the Sherman. Sherman is in trouble. Falling back, trying desperately to get into cover here. I think he manages to do it. Both drivers hitting structures on their rear here. I think the Sherman's in decent cover though. He's going to try to back up again. Get his commander to look behind him. There is a big pile of supplies and a wall behind you, buddy. You're not gonna win that battle. Sherman actually decides to yeet forward here. Not too sure where he's going. Maybe he wants to challenge the P4. Maybe some intel came in. The P4 rotating out of there. No, he's still there. Lexi Boss going to be hopping out to do some repairing. Shots coming in from the left flank here. What is that on the left flank? What do we have there? I saw something moving. Shots coming in from both sides right now. Could that be an AT gun set up on the left flank? I don't think so. Sherman's taking fire from two directions here. I think it might be like a Puma or something went underground. You have to get another view on this one. Oh no, it's a little Stewart there. Is that a Stewart? Yes, it is. Stewart coming up. That's what it was. I don't know what was pegging this Sherman from the side, though. Stewart heading in to try and disrupt this attack. Goes down for its troubles. Stewart gets blown up there. That looks like it might have been a tank going out of bounds. Blowing up on the north side too, on the northeast side. We'll have to check that out after this battle ends. Finally, the Sherman gets some good shots, and Sherman now with seemingly the upper hand here in this fight. Decent shots, and it's only going to be one more. The Sherman could take this fight here on the opener with one decent more shot in. No! Surely the next shot is going to be the kill shot here for the Sherman. Dalmator hopping out. It is too late to repair, though. Sherman wins the prolonged firefight here on the north side of Canal Crossing. Really cementing the Allies' dominance at this point. Panzer IV goes down. And the Axis, while still on the north side, are looking a little worse for wear. And you can see also on that north side here, look at this big push. NVIDIA is in a 1v7 right now. Guerrilla Tactics also there. There's so many allies, though. NVIDIA. Let's see what he's got. Well, he's in an open field with no cover. And he's getting nade spammed. Oh my gosh. He gets absolutely clapped, one tapped. I feel bad for NVIDIA in that situation. Not much he could have done. It's going to be really important now. We've seen an airhead on the north side. Oh my gosh, this is going to be an Axis airhead. Really, really bold airhead play here. Now, is Rose close enough to take this out? I think Rose is. No defense for the airhead from the Axis side. Rose is going to stroll on in. No! Isn't able to get over. Oh no, Rose. There we go. Okay, no spawn's going to come in. No one to protect this airhead, unfortunately. Royal from OP and Esprit, of course, Burger not falling back to protect the airhead. It goes down. A little desperation play there, not working out too well here for the Axis. What I was saying now, they need to do a lot. They need to get machine gunners up, and they need to defend this river crossing with their whole lives. Nothing should be allowed to cross this river. It's you know, even if they spam smoke, you should have machine gunners, at least two. There we go. We can see one on the right flank here. Who was that? Oh no, it's a Tiger. Tiger! Okay, so we got a Tiger there. Wanted to see what blew up on the backside here. No, just a transport truck with the defensive garrison for the Axis team. So Tiger pulls up. Now, I don't know if the Tiger will be able to completely cover this crossing. Especially, I expect an AT gun to be going up on the other side to combat this. Maybe Ginger Bastard will rotate into that class. Let's get down with the Tiger here to see what the POV is. Yeah, so there is a clear opportunity here from Kamei and Madrat from NPA to get an AT gun up back there. That can kill this Tiger. We'll see if the rotations come in and the supplies get dropped. Now, what's really important here for the Axis is to stop Ninja Pulver and anybody else from crossing here. There's nobody to defend. NVIDIA's way too far up to the north side. Ninja Pulver gets over for free. Now, unfortunately, he's not a squad lead. He can't put down an OP. Also, there's a lot of blue still on point here. I think the Allies are getting a little ahead of themselves pushing or thinking about pushing across this river, especially when there's so many Axis right on point. Checking the map really quick to see if there's a Gary down. No, it's just going to be off OPs. Would have loved to see a rotation from this squad, maybe a Royal squad, getting a Gary down on point here on the north side. I think that would have been a really nice play, especially from the fact that they've been on point for, what, a good 10 minutes so far? So there's really no reason there shouldn't be an OP on the north side, or sorry, Gary on the north side with ample opportunity from rotations and supplies to come in. Now, you know, there is things like Artie and stuff. Actually, speaking of AT guns, I think we got one here. Is there a blueprint for the AT gun? I think Alexa Boss is going to be dropping that right now. I see 2 ATs. I don't see any supply boys with those supplies to actually build it up, though. So they're going to have to wait on that one for any kind of an AT gun. Now, the Tiger could just rotate, or you could continue to just hammer that position. It's going to be hard for that AT gun to get built. Supplies coming in here on the north side. I wonder if they're going to build a rep station, or if they're going to cross. Romulus is going for it. He's going for it. Who's in with him? Submarine works out the other side. All good to go here. Romulus with the little play. Unfortunately, he gets dropped right away, as does his passenger out of that one. Kitech. So 2 squad leads, not able to make it across. There are supplies, just unfortunate there. The one defender was able to stop that push. Unfortunate that Rajwell and Jamon and Dirty Dan, none of the guys over here, I guess really Rajwell and Jamon did not see that. You'd think from their perspective, maybe there's too far down into this. Yeah, you think they would have been able to see that, especially with the push going, they might have peaked. Unfortunately, doesn't happen, but there are supplies there, enough for a Gary. Ooh, Tiger is not going to let that AT gun get built. However, 76 from Mr. Dudren and Colito might have something to say about that. Now, can he shoot through the bush here? Can he get a crack shot through the bush onto this Tiger? That's the real question. No, he's trying hard, and it's a nice try here from Colito. Just no peek. He's just shelling his own guys. I think Cammy's like, yo, bro, stop. You're just shooting us. A little further. Okay. We'll see if this bush is made of selenium or not. We can't tell if there's markers out. I'd love to see if there are markers out, though. The Tiger goes down. Who gets the Tiger? Oh, no, he doesn't. Okay. My bad. That was just the supply truck. Mobby. So Sirius is on the AT gun now. If there ever was a definition of an airball, that shot from Sirius and Alexiboss would have been it. Did you see how far that thing went into the air? That wasn't even in the same sector. Oh my god, that's like the airball version in Hell Let Loose. That was a complete airball there. Not blaming them or anything, it was just really funny. You know, they got a cloud of smoke in front of them. The markers might be a little off there. We'll come back to this one though, because this fight is kind of stale, not blowing up as fast as I'd hope it would. Let's check an overview of the map here to see what the allies are doing, rotating around. You can see customs on the right. Private Karen from 7th Cav, rotating around the backside. Esprit de Corps' high speed coming into Esprit de Corps' MX Repel. Squad lead, Twigal Lim and Prokage also linking up in the middle there. You can see a little Lux, it looks like. Little Lux roaming through the middle of the town there, doing some defending. I actually think that tank fight has started on the north side here, possibly. No? Toledo and Mr. Dugang still hiding behind the bush. Come on, boys. All right, finally they're going to peek. Is that Tiger going to see them, though? No, they're peeking too wide. Need to rotate a little bit. Should be able to trace these shots of the Tiger. And even if the... what I would do if I was them, I would peek right after a shot goes in, because you have the advantage. You know, all it takes is a half a second to acquire the target, and the 76 can just reverse after. So I'd love to see them peek this and try and take out this Tiger. Tiger has the disadvantages, especially. What is that tank doing? It keeps shelling the friendly positions, trying to hit it through the bush. It keeps shelling Kami. Kami's like, bro, please stop. Enough's enough, bro. Second AT gun gets built, takes a shot and misses like by 1,000 yards again. Rotating into the fight here on customs. Axis are starting to get pushed back a little bit. You can see the allies making their way through the factory here onto the other side of customs. Now, this canal here is very shallow. It's not like the past the bridge canal, which gets super deep. So you can run through it. You don't necessarily need to use the the crossings here. See? It's very shallow. Luxes, tanks can drive by it. Anybody can go over it, really. Looks like... Ooh, is that 76 gonna find a peak? He might, if he backs up, he might find a peak. He might find it. Let's get in here with the foliage. Oh, there's a peak to be had. It's right there. 76 goes a little too far through the silos. Tiger is peeking himself. You can see the 76 right here. He just needs to reverse a hair. just needs to reverse a little bit onto the light, and he'll have a really nice, whoop, apologies for that, a really nice peek onto the front of this tank. This is going to be a Sev H tank right here. There we go. Colito misses his shot. Oh no, the shot is missed. Mr. Doom misses the shot. Sorry. Tiger rotates. There we go. First shot goes in. Tiger is in trouble. Needs to get out of here fast. And just like that, the missed shot from Mr. Doom pays dearly. Tiger realizes they're in trouble. Smart play to reverse out of that one. I think some ground will be gained here, so it's not a total loss for that 76, but still, that first shot missed by Mr. Do is huge, because that Tiger probably would have gone down. Honestly, I think he would have if he'd landed that first shot. Kind of anticlimactic to that tank fight. Was expecting the Tiger to get yeeted out of existence. Not going to happen on first try. Now, Esprit de Corps Burger doing a good job posting up exactly where he needs to be there on the front to cover that land bridge. We got a second Tiger coming in, and I don't know what the commander was doing riding on top of the Tiger, but he gets shot fairly easily. Raycast on the left side here. Now let's see if Raycast has a play. I believe he has, or sorry, high speed with the satchel. No need for Raycast. Satchel goes down on the side now. Is this going to kill the Tiger? We've seen time and time again, satchels are very finicky on the side of tanks. Very, very finicky. It's not a guaranteed kill. Always. I've seen Panthers. We saw one earlier today on Stalingrad. We saw a Russian heavy not get killed from the satchel on the side. I think it might be high enough on the hull that it will one-shot. We will see, though. We'll see. Rajwell hops out. Uh-oh, there's a satchel on you, buddy. I think it's a little late to defuse that one yet. Tiger goes down. Nice satchel play there by the Allied Sapper. And just look at this. The Allies pushing so hard. The Artie absolutely devastating. Already set up on the backside. The Rats looking for the cheese. Well, 7 Cav in the Rat Pulver. Mr. Ninja Pulver. Ooh, sketchy spawn there on the OP outside of the trench. Nice kills here from HD and also kill switch. Bombing run coming down and an airhead established over town center. Okay. All right then. I see you. So we got airhead coming in from the south onto Canal Crossing. At the same time, we have a bombing run coming in on the north side here from the Allies. Now, Allies even using that bombing run to clear a bit of space and allow them to push across the land bridge. Can the Allies fall back with their forces? Though this is a big question here. The Allies need to get between this Axis push and their point. Right now, I count 3 or 4 bodies there. Not really enough to do a lot of damage to this push. You know, Hammer Time in a good spot. Kingdom is in a good spot too. Roncon winning an important 1v1 here on the south. I think the Allies might be okay. Look at this defensive flank coming in. You got No Timing, Nom Ting, sorry, Mr. Touchy, Xylon, Mad Rat from MPA, Ginger Bastard, and Beef, all kind of coming in like a net around the push. And this is really dangerous because it's not just from the direction of attack, it's from all directions. Nice defending there, though, has to be said, from the Allies. Rotating back up to this side, I can see Leipzig from Prussian is out of the tank. Ninja Pulver is pushing in here. The Satchel is going to be going down on the back side of the tank. Burger's here to defend. Novak, it's a 2v2. Novak gets the first kill. Tiger goes down from the 76 here. Satchel is going to kill Novak there, but still really shaky defense here. I think that if and when the Axis loses garrison, it's going to be a real issue. Now, if they can keep this Gary up and successfully attack into the flank of this push, I don't think it'll be too bad. The Allies, though, they're going to be getting OPs up. You can already see one there from Novak and Ninja Pulver rotating that OP to the front side. The Axis have a really big hill to climb here, and I think the Axis really need to rotate some bodies back to this point. The attack from the south didn't work out as planned, and it's about time to rotate back and get a defense up, because there's no defenders, right? You have Inferno, you got Nasty, you got Phillip, you got Riot. That's it. And if we rotate the camera to the right here, easily the same number or more infantry can be coming in. I count 2 squad leads. That's at least 12 bodies possible. You also got a pincer attack coming in from the southwest here. The Axis need to get bodies back, and they need to do it quick. Now, where are these OPs up for the Axis team? All right, there's one right kind of on the south side here in the point. One Gary up there. Initial defense is looking good here from Inferno. He's getting a few kills dropped. But the longer this goes on, it's going to be harder and harder to defend. The airhead attack really not kind of stinging, forcing the redeploys. The one defensive squad in the south there seems really poised to be able to take that one on themselves. Now, I do like the play here from Romulus on the right side. DC, Nvidia, also Kitex. That's at least 2 squad leads, so potential of 12 players here. They really need to get wide on this flank and be able to really cut in to the middle of the push here from the allies. Rajwell doing a good job holding down there. Everyone really is going to need to be on their A game. Unfortunately, Kitex gets dropped by Myth here. And another airhead dropping. So airhead play coming off this to attack customs. I like this play a lot. I love these kind of airheads with reinforced infantry. It's really, I'd love to see more of it in Hell Let Loose here. This is just, it's a safe airhead, right? I mean, in a sense, it's not dropped in the best location. Would have been a little better in cover. I mean, if an AT spawns on that left flank, they'll have an opening to kind of hit it. But you know what? Cap Progress has already started. Zim is in point. Raycast is in point. The Axis are in a lot of trouble. There's a close Garrison. Well, airhead spawn. You know, Garrison, I'm sure, is going to be following up very soon here. And after that first spawn wave, the real test is going to be here. After that first spawn wave comes in, what's going to happen? Now, use the Piat with a really nice flank onto the backside here. Should be able to not only take out 1, but potentially 2 Garys. I'm not too sure if Woody just spawned in a Gary here under the camera. We're going to check that out right now. No, so just an OP. Use the Piat, though. Going to get really valuable eyes onto this Gary on the backside. He's going to be able to call in artillery and really shut down this flanking spawn from the Axis team. Does he see it, though? That's the question. He should. Can't wait till British forces are in the game. The Piat also, the trademark anti-tank weapon of the British forces. Does he see it? He's looking. He's not looking the right way, though. To the right, to the right. He's stopping just before he gets to see the Gary. Satchel goes down, and does he really not? Piat, buddy. Oh no, that's a big fail. That's an absolutely massive fail, unless he's already called in the arty. We don't see the markers, unfortunately. He might be going for a spot, maybe for a okay, never mind. He's good. He's going to look for an OP spot. Arty's coming down here. It's not a fail. It's all good. Jables is trying to survive up here, though. Arty's already being called in this sector, and it's really suppressing the push. Now, Novak could have a huge play here. This is really the last hope for a flanking position onto Customs. If this Gary goes down, I think Customs will fall in a short order unless, you know, a miraculous defense could be had. 1v3 here, Novak. 1v4 now. Kind of runs right by Kitex. Gonna stomp the OP here, and all he's got in between him and the point is Nvidia. Bueno's not looking. Bueno might be peeking. He might think something's up. Novak with a chance to make a huge play here. Oh, and Romulus misses him. Novak might get this Gary. There's no supplies up to build a new one. Novak with the possibility of a play. Romulus. Oh, and the arty drops and TKs their own man pushing the Gary. How unfortunate. Oh, that's the double-edged sword of arty. Getting back into the mix here, you can see supplies dropping for the Axis on the other side of the river. I wonder if the allies have a Gary up. I wouldn't be surprised if they do, possibly inside here. However, that satchel just dropped and it might have just got the Gary. Yeah, looks like it might have. Nice satchel there, kill switch. Most likely getting the garrison inside the barn here that was set up for the allies. Still sustained pressure coming from 2 flanks here. Really last stand type of thing from the Axis. Now you can see Napalm making a push. Getting on to Carentan. Ooh, big play here from Napalm. Crushes an OP. Pushes out. This is what the Axis need to do right now. Especially on the south flank. They can't sustain pressure from multiple flanks for too long. Getting out on the south side, Woody and Napalm doing a good job crushing those close attacking OPs and doing a good job of it. However, ooh, a cut in between the Gary on the north side. You know, you can see here Zim, Renam getting involved. Now the Lux is falling back, trying to deal with this. Only a 2-man though. He's not going to have that awareness. You have to watch out for satchels. MX Repel from Esprit de Corps with a really nice flank here. Renam, Zim, Contempt. This is going to be a lot of trouble here. Now I wonder if one of these boys is going to rotate back up and try and deal with this gear in the backside. Never mind, it has been dealt with. It is no longer there. So that Gary's down, I think. Yeah, it is. Okay, we must have missed that. Well, okay, Gary's down on the north side. Gates are open. Kidex and NVIDIA are the last two kind of behind the lines over here. Gonna be really difficult for them to do too much. There's just so many orange bodies here. And now as MX Repel gets the flank out, Zim, Uno, I like the spacing here. Yes, the Lux is fighting into this, but it's just gonna get harder and harder as this kind of noose tightens around the neck of the Axis team. Now what I do like though, on the south side, really good job. Muck Snapper here, Bubbles, you see slash in there. 6 Vikings, Savage, Napalm, Hot Dog 7, HG389, Kill Switch, all getting involved in this defense. Clearing up that south side relieves a ton of pressure from the point, and now they really only have to deal with the one attack to the west, northwest here. So good job from them. However, MX Repel is trying to make it behind the point. Ideal situation would be to get a Gary up on the wide flank here and start attacking from the opposite side. Now, I believe the Gary on the north side for the Axis has been replaced. Oh no, sorry, render range. Wow, it's still up. Okay. Render range be damned. That Gary never went down. And that's kind of what we see right here is what we said. Once the Gary goes down, it'll be over, but it's not, because the Gary spawn was allowing this flow of troops to come down from the north here to the south. And just as we said, they're doing exactly what we said they would. They'll flood back down, they'll get in the backside of the allies, and they'll clear it out. It's really unfortunate that that team kill came from the Arty. I really think that Savage Boy with the AT would have been able to take out that Gary had it not been for the friendly Arty take him out. But good reply here from the Axis team, flooding to the south, clearing out the allies and their OPs here on the backside. Allies are going to try to defend this, but you know, it's going to be sustained waves of pressure. Now Novak, he knows there was a Gary there. I'm surprised he wasn't pushing to try and get close to that. He might have been trying. We don't know. We don't know. But a solid defense for sure from the Axis. Now Zim has found his way onto point, and I see 2 dead bodies. Is Zim going to clutch this one by himself? He's now 1v1 with Philip inside the point. There's a Gary on the other side of the wall here. I wish we had a POV. I wish we had a POV. Philip versus Zim right here. Oh, and Philip's going to get the best of Zim, taking him out. Unfortunately, one man not able to kill everyone on point. Look at all those OPs and Garys too. Oh, just unlucky for Zim there. Lux going to be coming back into point here to help out. Uno alive. I wonder if Zim's squad lead has that OP up still. On the flank there. Wave attack coming from the Axis still. You can see the spawns, though, across the river here. Allies having to rely on across the river spawns to get back into this one. That's going to be a lot harder. If the Axis can only get far enough south to cut off this land bridge, I think they should be in a pretty good spot to hold this point and maybe go for a counterattack. Now, we've seen multiple airheads dropped in this game. It's going to be a little bit before the next one. I wonder if the next one is going to be a little more successful, though. Oh, Zim. Is he going up on the crane there? No, just behind the crane? Yeah. Using the crane peak over here to try and pick off some bodies. It's a nasty little peak here. You can scale up the crane and use it to peek over walls and really get an eye for where the enemy is. Ooh, range shots here. Trying to hit Rajwell, I think, on the AT gun. No success with that one. Shooting at Pixels. There we go. Should have a shot. going over the battle here. Axis fighting tooth and nail for this southern industrial yard. Not making too much progress from the get-go. Really a tough push. Mr. Steam ID himself in a fairly good position here. Unfortunately, he doesn't have a squad lead that can drop an OP right outside that building. That would be a nasty spot. Also for an airhead too. You can see tank going down on the south side of the river. Wonder what this was. Oh, it's going to be a Sherman going down. Damn, 76 at that too. Wow, did not see that one pulling up there. "54 minutes to go here, squad line battles. Squad line battles, I'm tripping. Friday night fights. One day is just merging into another at this point. Really a 50-50 fight here. The Allies need to do a little more if they want to take out this garrison, if they want to take control of this point. Senpu, you can see for PBS Power Bits in this. I didn't know Power Bits was playing today. Shout out to Power Bits here. What is going on? NVIDIA, are you trying to knife Senpu? They're in the bush together. Oh, I should have gone for the knife, Senpu. Come on, buddy. Regardless, going to be shutting down the AT gun on the north side here. I like that spot from Karen. Now, hopefully, for the Allies' sake, they get some rotations onto this northern Gary. Needs to happen. I think the second or third time's gonna be a charm here. Once that Gary goes down on the left side of your screen, you're gonna see a lot more pressure come from the north side. Hold the phone though, Uno, with the play on the airhead on the backside. Where is this airhead dropping? Well, it is dropping on the other side of the river, right here in the courtyard. Wow, and it's dropping right onto an OP of the Axis team. No way. If anybody spawns on that OP, that'd be so lucky. I really do like this airhead though. Good play on the airhead here. Let's see if it can stay up for a first spawn wave. The Gary marker is a little off there by about 50 meters. Now there is a tank on the right side of your screen. However, he does not have a peek onto this airhead. Where are the respawns from this OP? Nowhere. Now on the right side of your screen, big respawns here from Romulus, Hot Dog 7, Bubbles too, but unfortunately just not getting the spawns onto that airhead now. Does // know about this? I think they might. Infantry has been marked. But can another spawn wave come in before Hot Dog 7 crushes this airhead? Now Excel and Xyla need to defend this. I'd love to see them go into that house and defend this. Supplies dropping just a little late here. Spawns come in. Jimbonium. Oh, does he have a chance? Yes, he gets one kill. Needs to put up this garrison as soon as possible. He's in a fight for his life right now. Not going to happen, though. He gets taken out. And just like that, Romulus. Now, Romulus hasn't found the airhead yet. Still a chance for a spawn here. Oh, no. Is he not going to find it? Yeah, he is. There he goes. Okay. In the end, not... Oh, Touchy spawns in. Can Touchy get the kill? Touchy, turn around. No, he can't. Oh man, just a second too late. Touchy didn't have his gun out, wasn't ready to fight when he spawned in, and can't save the airhead. Oh, just so unlucky there from Touchy. You think if he just turned around as soon as he spawned in, he might have had a peek on that airhead there. I don't know if it's really going to be of consequence here, because look at this push coming in here. Sampi from the north. Now, is that Gary down yet? You can see Kitex has... No, it's not. Wow, they flanked right around. They did not get the Gary on the north. I think they're going to suffer the same fate they did last time here. The Allies being in that they haven't taken out the flanking Gary. So even if they push in, the Axis are going to keep pushing from their flank, are going to overrun their backwards garrisons, and it's going to end up being all for naught again now. Allies on the south side. Ooh, bombing run coming in. I think that might just wreck the Gary on point here. It's going to kill a lot of bodies. Senpu going to survive. Key here for Senpu to survive. He needs to use this bombing run to push into point here and see if he can't crush some of these OPs. Looks like the Gary is down. Senpu needs to get in here as soon as possible. Unfortunately, he gets taken out by Machine Gunner here. And that Gary, no, the Gary survived. No way! Direct hit by an by a bombing run. Look at the fuck. Look at the bodies and the shots and the shells landing. I can't believe that Gary survived. Wow. Kind of as we said though, you can see on the north side right now, respawns coming in. And the Axis, or the Allies, sorry, are going to have to fight on two fronts. They're going to have to fight on the front when they're attacking, and also defend on the backside, defend their spawns, defend their Garys, defend their Rokies. It's going to be hard. We've got quality players there. Bloody 9, Nvidia, Kitek, Bueno, all coming in on the northwest side, and I think this is going to be doomed to fail like the one was before. However, 76 pulling up to point, trying to change this in the favor of the Allies with a hammer. I was just about to say, where's the 76 rolling across the bridge? I'd love to see that happen now. This is where it gets spicy. It is going to be up to this P4 to kill the 76. He's going to need to go all the way around into enemy territory here to do this, or try to get a magical peek. I think the only peek he's going to have is going to be right here. Now, will he know it or not? That's a big question. Oh, if he looks, he's not looking. Commander should see this. Oh, he's going for it. He's going to go all the way around the backside. Okay. Can he survive, though? That's the question. Can he survive? He needs to hurry. Where's the AT at? I think the Tiger might be blocking the road. Novak gets a shot into the back of the Panzer IV here. No, he's reversing. Oh, no. This is going to be his undoing here. I thought he was going to peek. He's actually reversing, just exposing his butt right there to Uno's next rocket. Woody is making a good push, though. He gets Uno. He killed on the north side for that P4. P4 needs to push in, though. I mean, Kill Switch might go for the satchel play here. Raycast, he's got Raycast gonna double clap both of those boys. And oh my god, is Raycast gonna get the Gary? He is! Gary goes down, Raycast with the play, 76 with the push, and the Allies, an unlikely push to succeed here on point. That P4 is just caught in no man's land, really not doing anything for the defense. Surely there's been callouts that there's a 76 pushing the point. Surely this 76 is gonna roll around behind and one tap clap this P4 though. We're gonna get a zoomed in view to watch it happen too. '76 rotating around, about to one tap clap that P4. P4 has no clue what's going on. Must be a lack of communication here from the Axis team. What? Not a one hit, hit the hull. Come on, 76, it's a one tap to the hull. There we go. Second shot makes it work, and 76 too strong. Raycast with the follow-up on the Gary, and I think this point's going to fall here, barring, you know, an airhead and a bombing run from the Axis team. Really odd play from the P4. He had a peek. I guess the commander just was too tunneled, you know, watching forward instead of maybe looking to the side. Maybe some miscommunication on the team, because for sure that 76 smashing the front door there, killing that Lux, should have been marked. You'd think it would be marked here. I didn't see any tank markers go out though. We're on the Axis team and no tank markers went out. Finally, there's one from Alpha. So just a really miscommunication there. You know, that P4 had a chance to kill the 76 twice, I think. The first time peeking where he died right there, especially if markers went down. And the second time, if he just kept going around the backside, yeah, he would have taken one rocket, but I think he would have got at least enough shots off to really make the 76 be in a rough spot there. Anywho, doesn't happen. Looks like it's going to be a 4-1 here for the Allies. We'll go on board with this 76 as he pushes in. Two-man crew looking to shoot another tank or something, but I think this might just be the point here for the Allies, unless Inferno, Philip, hold the phone. Kill switch, kill squad here coming out for the Axis. Might just be able to save this at the end. Can they save it? Can they save it? Oh, it's going to be close. No. They cannot. They cannot save the point. 4-1 it is for the Allies here. Heroic defending at the end from Killswitch, Inferno, fill up. Just not enough. Too little too late for those boys. Now Cal progress has started immediately. What do the Allies do here? Do they throw up a reinforce? In an airhead in an attempt to take back the point? Because as it stands right now, it looks like it's just going to go straight back towards the Axis here. Doesn't look like the Allies have a solid plan to reinforce this point. They kind of capped it by the skin of their teeth here, and it looks kind of like they're just going to be going back towards the Axis here. Now, Twig on a limb has a chance, a 1% chance here to save this point. He dies though. MX Rebel, 1% chance here. Can he save it? Can he get that Gary up? It's gonna be hard. Kill switch is in a good spot. Don't see any killers though. Oh, if he can get the Gary in this little courtyard here. No. Novak, come on. MX Rebel, go for it, buddy. Kill switch is on the wrong side of the house. I think Rappel is like, okay, if I can get it here, we're good. We're good. We're Gucci. He's gonna try to go over one more wall. I just got a word that DC isn't German. Where's DC from? If you're not German, shout it out in chat. DC isn't German. Yeah, so cap progress stalled there from the Axis. Critical sector cap progress started here on Rail Causeway. And ooh, Xylon on point here with Myth and Scotty from AIF. Now, if Xylon can get rotations into his OPs, that'd be huge here. Let's check the map to see. You can see Gary's on either side of Rail Causeway here. This should be all right for the defense. Unfortunately for the Recon and Xylon, not able to suss out those Garys. I think that cap progress will get stalled pretty quickly here. And a little unfortunate here for the squads. You know, you can see a big push coming in from the north side from the Germans here, the Axis side. Still looking like a shaky situation for the Allies. They don't have complete control over the point. They still have the thorn in the side. That is this Gary here on the north. I'm really surprised that, you know, Bacon or Sempu haven't rotated up here yet. Sorry, Gary's not there anymore. I guess it's just OPs. Okay. Oh, no, Gary... Hold the phone. Okay, so Gary's a little further back. Of course, when it was capped, Gary rotated out, so they had OPs. So yeah, that's the reason. Gary was not replaced. Supplies coming down from a Gary on the north side of Customs, though. You can see the Lux also coming in to try to help this attack. 76 on point is going to be a thorn in that Lux's side, though. Any tank that's not like a Tiger, even if a Tiger peeks this front door, Sirius here and his 76 are going to smack it down. I think the Allies have a pretty good position here on point. Pretty safe. You know, it looked like the Axis had a chance. It was close to coming back on that one. And as the second 76 pulls up here, that might be game over here for going back on this fourth point. 2 76s is going to be a very, very big hill to climb here for the Axis. They need to get AT guns up ASAP. That Lux is not going to be wanting to peek here. Uh-oh. Lux on the left. Can the rotate? Can the turret rotate? Oh, please don't drive into this Lux. Oh, first shot gets missed there by I believe, Gunning. That one misses the first shot. Lux tries to yeet to Gary. Oh, he's trying to get it so hard. Wait, is that Gary inside the no. What the OP is, Charlie is stuck inside. I wonder if that Lux did get the Gary after all, since it was marked in the field here. Let's rotate a little bit above the battle to see if we can see it. No, I don't see that Gary out anywhere. And just unfortunate here, the 276 is going to be absolutely dominating the north side of this battlefield. How fast? I can see Prokage there and Excel. Can they get AT guns up? Can they get pack guns up? Right where we're zooming in here would be a great spot for a pack gun. There is a mix of infantry around it, though. Those pack guns need to come up yesterday. Maybe to get some AT also onto these Shermans. Nope, meta gets dropped. Not able to get the AT up. Oh, it's looking rough here for the Axis team. They haven't been able to really put that intense pressure all game. It's really been all one-sided here, really, for the Allies. They've had some promising pushes, just nothing that is super challenging towards the Allies here. I like this positioning from Bommel here, Rommel Bommel. Just picking bodies off, sitting on top of this crane here. Gonna take out the rocket. gets a nice snipe onto that Gary. That Gary goes down onto point here. Rommel with the plays. Ooh, one shot, one kill. All day. What an absolute pain in the butt if you are the Allies. Taking a few shots. He's landing his shots though. Finally gets taken out and falls down onto the little barge there. Roncon taking out Rommel. Not before a ton of damage is done. And that Gary is taken out on customs here. Now, where is the Axis on the south? Really not anywhere. As we zoom out, the only one we can see is Bloody Nine and Nvidia. Neither of them are squad leads. Kind of an attack from a little further back here. The last point being below us right now. We zoom out a little more. I wonder. Ooh, yeah, I wonder. And that wonder was answered. Now, OPs and Garys are still up on the backside. The Allies completely miss. You know, Xylon is still on point here, but they're just not able to get the kills onto any of the spawns that they need. Let's go on board with Zim here. Let's see what he can do. 1B, well, X. I don't know how many Allies or Axis, sorry, are here, but there's a ton. Looks like Philip might have just crushed that OP. Oh, uncharacteristic for Zim. I mean, it is 2 a.m. there, and he's probably played a bunch of games today, but he drops there versus Philip. Xylon's still a pain in the side here of this Axis team. What are you going to dispatch him? No, sorry, that was Philip again. So good defensive play there from Philip, clearing out that squad. I wonder where their OP is. It's got to be in a cheeky spot here. It's got to be somewhere like on the back. You know, for them to keep getting into point, I'm assuming it's going to be on the backside here. Because they haven't been able to crush. Yeah, there we go. Right there. Little nasty little OP here in this little hamlet. Rotating back to the fourth point, you can just see the Allies pushing very hard across towards the last point. Trying to 5-0 this one though. From the backside, you got a lot more Axis this time, and there's actually nobody on point here from the Allies. After that Gary went down, Jimboni was trying to get back to point, but I don't think the Allies can. They really can't get back to point here. I see an airhead falling in the sky. Maybe that's just supplies. Yeah, that's just supplies. So Jimboni's trying desperately to get a spawn up, but I don't think there's a garrison left on point here. And unfortunately for Para and Nvidia, I don't think anybody on the Axis team actually knows about it. Now, Manimal's the closest squad lead. He needs to be beelining it to point. The fact that Para got all the way over here should be a signal for him. And I don't know if he can make it, though, before this 76 rotates. Para's going to be the last one, I think, to make it for free. Yeah, Manimal's getting engaged by the 76. Oh, just a little unlucky there for Manimal. Para's going to be the only one on point here. But he's got to be yelling out to his team like, hey, bros, there's nobody here. We're good to go. Going to be a 1v1 over customs. Para wins that one. And the point's clear. I don't see any Garys. Probably 1 or 2 OPs. I honestly don't see any OPs in the open. I'm sure we'll see if they spawn in. But yeah, Para pretty much has the run of customs right now. And I'm hoping... Nope, Muck Snapper just can't get it. He gets killed by Mr. DC. Steam name. Steam numbers. Kingdom, you can see with the spawn in from Sav H. Gonna be trying his luck a second time versus Para. Cammy also with the rotation there. Para gets the kill for a second time. Cammy might be a little more careful this time. Would love to see him immediately drop supplies though. Whoever the squad lead is for this defensive squad needs to get a defensive garrison up ASAP. He spawned in with supplies. I don't know if he's immediately dropped them, but I do not see any in the vicinity here of this OP. Now, they might have an extra Gary down. We saw that Gary that was killed right here. It has not been replaced in the same spot. I can see the supplies there. I just don't see the Gary. And you'd think if there was a Gary, they'd be spawning on it. So it might be a little mistake there. Miscommunication from Darth Aethys squad. Cammy goes down. No supplies dropped there. And no rotations to hopefully get a garrison. I think this would be a lot more dangerous if Manimal and Muck Snapper and them had actually made it across. Unfortunately, Par's the only one, and he can't really do too much but kill people on the strong point and urge his team to get back over here with him. Ooh, okay, Customs airhead incoming. All right, who's doing that? That is going to be an airhead from Customs from the Axis team all the way on the north side here. Really far out. I honestly would have maybe been a little more gambling. I mean, okay, you can't do that yet because the 76 is there. With Para there, I might have been like, yo, Para, can you go to like the south side and we'll just drop an airhead right there. But the 76 could just then drive in and take it out. There isn't, I don't think there's really anywhere that 76 can't get to inside here. But if there was anyone I would trust with an airhead to defend it against a bunch of infantry running at it, I think it would be Para from Core. Quality killer. If the phrase could describe him, quality killer. Yeah, he's just, he's killing Kingdom time and time again. He's dropped Cammy a few times. Darth Aeus is trying. Cammy's trying. Cammy needs to drop supplies. No. If there was anybody else here, this point would be gone right now. Unfortunately for the Axis here, they just can't get bodies. Dirty Dan's trying from // Bommel's trying. Para's like, hey, Bommel, you want to come join me on point? We're farming kills. Now, I would like Para to push out here and go for this OP rather than just sitting back. I think sitting back, yeah, is safe. He can control kind of his engagements. He can farm kills and whatever, but he's not getting the spawns. So, you know, if he drops, he's not going to be stopping that supply. Now, Cammy is fed up. I think Cammy's just going to satchel Para here. Let's go on board with Cammy and see if they do go for the satchel. I think Cammy's like, screw this. I'm not playing this game anymore. Yeah, Cammy's going straight for a satchel. Probably should have done this the second time you died. No Fs are given. No, Cammy not going for the satchel. Para's like way up in the rafters there. Oh my god, Para just with the nastiest of spots. How in the world? Oh, you got up there? Going over? Okay. Look at this spot. Look at this spot for Para right here. Look how nasty this peak is. Like, he's just going to rotate to the other side now. And lay down. He sees the shadow there on the ground. Kingdom's peeking. 2 at a time, 3 at a time. Maybe this will work if they go 3 at a time. Boom. Cammy drops. Oh, this is so nasty. This is so nasty. Kingdom drops. Atheist drops. Para is just having the time of his life up here. Absolutely destroying everyone. He's going to go now for the OP. Enough is enough. He's got enough kills. He's pushing that OP. Gonna get into cover here. Respawn's coming. No, he has to bandage. But nobody knows about it. Finally gets taken out. Mistake there from Para. Dropping the supplies. And he finally gets taken out. Wow. Para with a nasty place. He just can't finish it. Unfortunately for him, and also the fact that he's not a squad lead. Now, Bama does also make it to point. Dirty Nasty too. Where is the squad leads? Athens makes it. No Axis squad leads. That's the problem right now for the Axis team. The squad leads just not able to make it to point. I think there might be kind of a lack of one-man rotation squads, attacking, penetrating squads. You really need those sneaky, breaky boys to get into point close and to call for those squad rotations so that, you know, they can really get those good OPs up. Novak with a little hidey hole there. Romulus is going to drop 1 kill and not see anything there. Let's rotate back down to the point to see how the game is going over on this side. Now, Allies making a big push into the back line of the Axis. I wonder if they have some kind of OP or garrison back here. Maybe an airhead. Would make sense. Just do the sheer number of bodies here. Recon plane ordered also. Maybe expecting a bombing run though if you looked at the recon and saw this, you probably wouldn't be too optimistic. Now, finally, big rotations coming in. Just as we rotate away from that point, everybody and their mother from the Axis team shows up. That's what I like to see. Big cap progress coming in now. 76 is going to try to pull his magic again. But with 29 minutes to go, it's going to be a little difficult here. Now, Aethys is still pushing on point. He has that OP still up. He still hasn't managed to Gary on point. Huge mistakes here from the Allied team. And that they had the chance. It's been 10-15 minutes to get a Gary up in the defensive point, and they haven't been able to do it. And it's really up to the squad leads here. They've had the opportunity to rotate their squads. They have the supplies right there. Now, I don't know if there's enough supplies for a full Gary, but I mean, come on. You can just have one of your guys spawn in and drop that out. Finally, reinforcements do arrive. Jimbonium, Uno. Martins goes over the wall there to clap that defensive squad. And the squad lead, sorry, the commander just also dropped. Jimbonium does drop. Ooh, this might be the point. I think this is actually a free point here for the Axis. Really free. I mean, how long did they go without a Gary on point here? 20 minutes or so? And I don't think bombing run's going to be enough to stop it here. It might just be enough. Uh-oh, MX Reptile's got to run. He's got to run. Oh, does he survive? Does the point get capped? Repel survives, but this point's going to be capped, and it is going to be 3-2 again, and all that hard work was just undone there by a big lapse of defense. It has to be said. 3-2 on the game, though, and 28 minutes to go. Anything's possible here. Maybe the Axis come back on this one and put some pressure for the win. I'd love to see that. Now, Brokage, 76, twig on a limb, Ninja pull for contempt. 5 men. The 76 is actually like, yo, I'm done. See you later, boys. I'm getting out of here. Done with this. Not down. Do not consent. The squad lead on the backside. Now, did he survive? That's a big key. I was looking for this. It looks like he has gone down, but there is an OP up. Ooh, spicy. So once this OP gets in, you're going to see some rotations into that squad for sure, Now, it's one thing to spawn near the point. It's another thing to actually get into the point. Sorry about that. That was an Axis OP, because you can see high speed just crushing that. Okay. Was hoping that was an allied OP from the backside here. Not the case. Looks like our boy from Esprit de Corps ended up going down. Now, there might be a tank fight developing here, actually. The Kalido 76 is marked out. Wouldn't make sense for there to be a tank behind him here. And he's also got to watch out. Leipzig von Prussian with the satchel coming in. Kalido's got to get out of there as fast as he can. Leipzig's going to put on his Nikes and try to run for it. I think, yeah. Kalido's like, yo, we got somebody behind us. Flip that turret around and smoke him. Leipzig put on his Nikes. He's just not fast enough, and he's got to be like, oh, shit. Yeah. The cannon is rotating, and Leipzig is dead. So Sherman escapes with his life for now, getting back to friendly lines here. There is some smoke dropping though. Ooh, is this going to be an airhead play? Are we going to see the famed smoke with a drop in airhead and a bombing run? I don't think the Allies have that bombing run available. Or sorry, the Axis have that bombing run available. They could. Not too sure what that smoke is covering though, because there really isn't any Axis there to follow up on an airhead or whatnot. So we'll rotate back into the point. You can see Allies, the attacking squads for Rail Causeway have all rotated back. Unfortunately for the Axis here, they don't have a solid defense up. They're getting attacked from two sides. Their back line, and also from the west side here. Lots of reinforcements though. There's definitely a Gary on the north side. Sorry, it's going to be a half track on the north side here. So that's where all these spawns are coming from. I think that should be enough for now to stop the push, and I do like that supply dropping there. Very aggressive supply on the south side here. Gonna need a lot of bodies to protect this and to push this. It's also going to be very hard without the tank advantage too for the Axis to make this work. Kitex is going to try. Burger's with him. Bueno, Nvidia also in the mix here. Let's check the map to see where the Garys are. You can see half tracks, defensive Garys, side Gary here, maybe to push up into rail crossing. You see are they happening with Manimal and Hot Dog 7 in there. A recon plane comes out. We might see a full frontal bombing run with an airhead. I would really love a Gary here, a bombing run going across the point, and then an airhead dropping at the end somewhere over here and pushing with infantry. Really a fan of that reinforced airhead play. Could also just drop it behind canal crossing and pray and drop a few HE shells and maybe a smoke shell too. Kitex does get dropped though before he can drop a Gary on the south side. Just the OP working off of right now. Mr. Steam ID peeking that slowly. Gonna see Bloody 9 for sure. Nope, he's too tunneled right now to see anything. That's a really nice peek here from Bloody 9. Oh, that's a nasty peek down the corner, ladies and gents. Remember that one. Ooh, nice push here. He gets clapped though, but he does get the squad lead, another body, and the OP. Now Mr. Booze is pushing. Oh, he gets by Bloody 9. He should clap him in the back of the head and paint his blood on the ground. Still not a bad position here. Unfortunately, just losing out on that OP here, but Bommel's gonna make a push for it. Let's see if Bommel can make it work. Gets the clap first, and you know what? Gates are kind of open here for the Axis. Low-key gates open. Bommel's not going to have any opposition pushing into this point here. He's going to look for OPs. He's going to search and scout. But if I'm Bommel right now and I'm pushing up, I believe he might have just got a OP on the right there. If I'm Bommel, I'm like, yo boys, let's go. It's on. Gates open. At least front gates are open. Now you can put, I would go for advanced supplies here. I wouldn't even go for the backwards Gary. I'd put a Gary like right up at the front here. Really, really aggressive. Now unfortunately, well, I was going to say unfortunately, Burger's watching. Bommel's 6 there. Where's the squad lead though? Where's the rest of the squad? I would expect like 1 or 2 squad leads to be consistently trying to push through the lines at every point, you know, middle, flanks, you know, obtuse angles. Because just look at this. This is open right here onto the strong point, but Bommel's the only one who's there. Burger's the only one who's there. Lost is the only one who's there. There is a big push coming onto customs. But I mean, where are the squad leads here for the Axis team? They're just not getting into those positions, especially on the attack that they need to be. And you know what? The unfortunate thing about this half track, hopefully one of these guys pulls it up. Because this half track is just way too far off point to successfully, you're having to attack the point every time. I'd love to see it pulled up to the backside here and parked in the backside. However, unfortunately, you got Juno, High Speed, and Ninja Pulver also coming in the backside. So you might need to load up a few bodies, and it looks like Bacon is starting to clap some bodies also on that that half track. Coltrane. Nice position on the backside there from Coltrane, dropping a few bodies, probably marking out that half track. This is looking very bad if you are the Axis. Woody has a chance now. No, actually he doesn't. The chance is over. Juno's already here. Ninja Pulver's here. I think this is going to be another 4-1 here with 20 minutes to go on Friday Night Fights. Just unfortunate. I do hear a tank. Oh, it's a 76. Uh-oh, it's a 76. And this 76 is going for blood here. Bitter Biscuit is about to have a rude awakening. Sholmes is about to have a rude awakening. This 76 is beelining it. Panzer IV be damned. And if I'm this Panzer IV, I am shit myself right now. Timmy? He just hopped out. There's not even crew right now. Oh, no. Oh, the worst time. That's going to be a one-tap here for this tank. Now, I wonder if the 76 also rotates and goes for the... Does he go for the Lux on the north side? I think he will. Lux is about to get a nasty surprise too, and once this... and there we go, there's the cap. 4-1 again. Once this 76 rotates, he's going to see that half track too. Now we do see cap progress on a critical sector here as we rotate over to the last point. It's going to be use the Piat and Recon and Freedom and Lightning, White Lightning on the left side, south side here. Wonder if there is a Gary up. Is there? No, just OPs for now. Would love to see a Gary though. For sure, for sure, for sure. That progress incoming. Where are the defenders? They need to fall back ASAP. %45% and growing. Really need a respawn here. Finally with Zapod getting into the critical sector. Ooh, no, sorry. There's more bodies coming in. So getting some rotations and Cammy hopping in the party too. I expect this progress to stop here when J-Bulls, Timmy, Woody, Nasty, and them boys get inside the strong point. But Ginger Bastard on the backside could have a huge play here. I believe there's a defensive Garrison in front of him. It's going to be up to him to crush it. Where is this Gary? There's supplies on the right side. There's an OP on the right too. No, he bypasses the OPs. There's two of them. Oh, sorry, just one. There's definitely a Gary around here somewhere. Let's check the map to find out where it is. No, it's just an OP. Okay, so just an OP and supplies. Does miss that OP though. Clapping some bodies on the backside. Camp progress is falling now with the massive respawn. That Garrison was actually repositioned right here onto the north side of the point. Big respawn wave though coming on the back. Clapping those boys, capping. White Lightning and Freedom are going to be hard pressed to do anything in this. Zim is also spawning in. Let's get on board with him and see how many German heads he can take off here. There's one. Getting suppressed by Bama. See if we can outshoot him. Nope. No chance there. Inferno steps in and puts Zim down. Good responsive defensive response. That's the word I was looking for. Crazy. From the Axis, however, they have to turn around because quickly coming in is the Allies hot on their tails. This is going to be bad for the Axis. Really bad, you know. If they don't get a Gary up, maybe in this, at least, how far away is this sector? We're looking here. So at least over here, at least on the other side of the hedge. So it's going to have to be in that little hamlet with Chicken Waffles and Mike Bigham. They're going to need to get that Gary up there, I think. If they don't get it up, they're going to get slow pushed from essentially two sides now. You can see OPs going up on the left with a push on the right, and it's going to be a German sandwich that doesn't taste very good at all, especially if you're used to sauerkraut. Now, what is on the map? As we zoom out on the map, you can see Gary's on the north side here. Attack still trying to go on from the south side of Customs. However, that Customs, the whole push there is essentially being cleared. The only one is Para, who for some reason is able to sneak onto point multiple times. Para is like a wizard. You're a wizard, Para. I'm a what? A wizard. Look at him. He's on point. Can Para play squad lead, please? Can he just be squad lead? He's now successfully made it back to point a second time all alone. He's going to go up into his hidey hole and murder anybody who tries to enter here. Enter the building. I wonder how many kills he's going to get this time. I'd love to check the stats at the end of this one to see how many total he gets. But if he had an OP, if he had a squad lead kit, we'd have OPs up. We'd have a full squad spawning here. We'd have offensive pressure from the Axis team. What we really need. That's what Para should do. A video on being a sneaky breaky. Like how to thread the needle to get to point. Now he does make kills. Like, let's be honest. We saw some dead bodies there. He definitely, that's an important part. Getting those kills quickly and then taking advantage of the space it creates to move yourself closer to point. The rest of this team, though, is so far behind. You can see here, trying to fight over these areas. Now, there is a 76 in the mix. And I wonder if Killsister is going to be able to get a satchel off on it. Sirius is fighting. Two-man crew, one man left. All that's left is Alex Boss. This should be an easy kill here for Killswitch. On to the 76. Oh no, 76 is going in the water. He's like, YOLO, I'm a submarine, you can't get me now. I actually love that. I love that play. Please go back into the water, Alex Boss. Please do it. Satchel goes out anyways. Oh, if he could sit in the water there, does he die? If he's in the turret? I don't know. I don't quite know. But I love that, though. He should have gone straight to the other side. The Satchel boys wouldn't have been able to get him. And he could have used that... he could have used that machine gun to kill them. Kill switch does get the Satchel though. Satchel goes down. So that 76 is about to explode here. If I was him, I would park it right inside the... Hold on, did that Satchel kill the truck at the same time? No, that's way too far away. I would park it in the road and become a roadblock. Anyways, you can see the attracting infantry that Para is bringing. He's bringing a lot of boys to the party with him. They're trying to smoke him out now. Rose and Charlie Crazy are like, what do we do? Except get killed. Smoke might be the only option here as we see some critical cap progress on the point. I find it so funny what Para's doing right now. He's just murdering people straight up. Absolutely crazy here. Rose is like, yeah, I don't want to be on the highlights of this one. Sorry, bud. I'm good. Let's rotate back down to the last point here and see what's going on. Yeah, big push coming in from the allies here. Axis hard pressed to deal with this one. They are about to lose their Gary on the backside. Big spawn wave comes in. Renam has the possibility for a couple kills. Ninja Pulver's not going to miss his shots, though. He drops 3 and is right onto this Gary here. Kill switch. Napalm, Manimal, the last one's alive. Ninja Pulver's going for broke. Drops 1, drops 2. Oh, kill switch defending at the last second. Gets 1 kill there. Needs to get another onto Juno here. I wonder if Juno's going to drop the Satchel. No, he's going to shotgun him to death with the trench shotgun and push. Oh no, he gets clapped. Inferno with the savior of the Gary on the end of the game here. Well, it might not be the end of the game yet. 12 minutes to go. Respawns come in. Inferno saves the day here. Juno not able to get that Satchel down. Still a ton of pressure on the front side here on the left of your screen from the west from the allies. Second try at this one. Ninja Pulver, Zim, Renam, they all know where this Gary is now. Expect maybe I'd love to see if a tank is here for the allies to just push that Gary. Why not? If you go down, at least you're gonna get 1 shot off. You don't really need to focus on anything, any tanks, any AT guns, any AC infantry, as long as you get a sight onto this Gary and take it out. That's the only thing that really matters right now. And speaking of taking out, well, I guess that it was taken out then. Okay, so there must have been a Satchel or something placed there by Juno. We didn't see it. Or let's zoom out. Is there an AT below us or a tank? No. Must have been a Satchel there by Juno. Getting the Gary on the backside, unless it was rotated out. No, it's still here. Okay, it's rotated underneath the bridge there. Smart play to rotate it underneath the bridge, I think. Use the Piat though. Is gonna have a really nice camping spot on this Gary. I wonder if he sees it. He must. No, just about. Okay, Gary's not in the same spot it was before. Getting under the bridge here. Gonna clap Inferno from the backside. Oh, it's right there to the left side. Piat like jackpot. Okay, I'm beelining it for this Gary now. Is there any respawns? Is there any defenders? Piat. No, Jables spawns and Jables gets the kill. Yes, look down when you spawn in on Gary's, folks. You gotta do it. If you don't do it, that's what happens. Or, well, not that's what happens, but that's what would have happened. We've seen it before. Jables does it, though. He defends the Gary. This is really, really tight here. Axis are literally hanging on by a thread. Juno, Chicken Waffles, both pushing down. As Juno has the opportunity here to push with that trench shotgun. And they must know that the Gary's here under the bridge too. Now Jables, I would expect nothing else from him than to sit there and defend his Gary. He needs to do it. Also here what I think is an Axis tank coming over the bridge, which will be a sight for sore eyes. Finally, some armor cover here for the Axis team. They've been without it for most of the game. Unfortunately, just the meta right now, those 76s are really strong, clapping Tigers and Panzer IVs left and right. Now as we rotate back in, oh, look who's joining Para on point. Finally. Oh my god, Caster's curse. As soon as I say that, he gets clapped, man. Why? Muck Snapper tried, did not make it all the way onto point. Unfortunately, Para's still here, just absolutely killing people. I need to see the scores at the end of this one. It's absolutely insane. Para killing for days. And the Axis might have a chance here. Muck Snapper is the only squad lead, though. Really sad to see that the only squad lead here for the Axis. There's only one. Not sad because it's Muck. Anybody. There's only one squad leader here for the Axis, and he's not even on point yet. Like, Para has been here for time, and he goes out again, and he's going to make a push for this Gary. How many bodies can he clap? Nope, he's going to die again. Damn. At least he knows where the Gary is, though. And at least the defenders actually have a Gary this time. That's 101, defense 101. We should probably put a Gary up when we cap the point. Muck Snapper making it back on the point, though. He's going to have to deal with Mr. Booze from BHB. Wonder if he's already got an OP up. Would have loved to see like an OP on the backside here. A sneaky OP as the squad lead rotate back, get a sneaky OP up, kind of on the backside of point. Because you can see the respawn's coming in and it's just too far off point. It's allowing the defenders to really push out and get into spots where they can get kills when the Axis have to cross. Now if Muck had rotated back here and just camped on the backside, dropped that OP on the east side, he would, I get it's aggressive, but that's like a core play. You know, core gets OPs on the point, in not only just on the strong point, but in a position where it's very close to point, very strong, and where you can rotate into that point fairly easily. Going for the safe play, though, unfortunately, I think he's going to meet quite a bit of resistance. Now, Namting, Kingdom, Novak, Spherical, and Karen all here, and the Kingdom's going to drop Muck there. He's not going to be able to get back on the point. Zooming out here, I wonder what the fuel and ammo in resource situation is for both teams. Bombing run ordered in customs. Well, there's your answer. So is it going to be a combo play? No, just a bombing run. Bueno's going to try from the backside. I don't know if this is a desperation bombing run or what, but I don't see an airhead ordered. I don't see smoke coming out. Don't see really the Axis troops able to follow up on this bombing run with much of anything. Still a nice bombing run, though. Gets the Gary, gets a bunch of kills. Xylon, unfortunately, or fortunately, if you are the Allies, survives, though. Actually, you know what? It was a beautiful bombing run. Just there wasn't the infantry to follow up on it. You know, if Bueno, if Kid X was a little closer. Now, Kid X is close, but I'd love to see like 2 or 3 squad leads. Really, when you attack like that, you need those squad leads coming in. And unfortunately for Guerrilla Tactics and Kid X, they're both going to get shut down here. You can see rotations already coming in. Xylon, Prokij, Novak, Twig on a Limb, Contempt, all rotating in to plug this gap that was created by that bombing run. Now, again, we'll see if the Allies have the same issue here. Well, they're just going to respond in kind with the bombing run. Now, I don't know if that's going to clap anybody. Kitex seems to be all right there. Yeah, nobody really getting killed. Everyone survived on that one, but rotations come in on the defense here. Rose, Twig on a Limb, Novak, Prokij, Roncon, Ginger Bastard, Mad Rat, all really collapsing on this push. And yeah, before it even started, it's already kind of over. I would wonder if there's an opportunity for an airhead drop. If we rotate, if we open up the cam here, an airhead drop on the north side. No. Muck Snapper making it close to point here. He gets clapped though by Kingdom again, unfortunately. Yeah, patrolling 76s, like what are you gonna do, right? You got a 76 just driving around the backside. You can make it close to point. And he does, you know, Leipzig von Prussian. Big push coming from the east here. I would love to see tank and AT guns. Like, they're really not going to be able to do too much here unless they get these AT guns up. 76 is going to rotate back into this one and be like, hey boys, what's going on? DC, NVIDIA, what's up, bro? Tank misses on its first shot. Gonna have to be careful here, though. He doesn't get too close to this push. I think, yeah, smart play there. Just back up, get on the hedgerow, wait it out, and just use your machine gun and main gun to pop people. You don't need to get close to the 76. That's the Stewart's job. Stewart's gonna go and have some fun here. Mr. Dude one-manning the Stewart. Oh, if he was two-manning, he'd get so many kills here. Unfortunately, he's only one-manning, so he's got to be careful that he doesn't get clapped by a satchel. Now, the good thing about the Stewart, though, is it has a hull gun, so he can drive around and machine gun people to death all day. Now, it has to be said, 4 minutes, 43 seconds to go. Only 2 minutes left to start cap here if, well, first of all, 28 seconds to start cap here if the Axis want to get back into this one, or 2 minutes to start cap if the Allies want to 5-0 it. I think we might have, was that an airhead we saw on the north side? No, just supplies from the Axis. 76 gonna round the corner here and clap everyone that little Stewart didn't. Stewart takes a shot in the butt, though. A nice rocket there from Voltaire or Romulus. But no, there's 4 minutes to go. I don't see how the Axis can get back into this one. Friday night fights here on your Friday night, representing the North American Hello Loose scene. This one's going to be ending, it looks like 4-1 for the Allies. Very dominating game here for the Allies. Really using that armor advantage in the 76s to good effect. Axis just don't flex with two AT guns. You know, they really needed to have those AT guns up. They needed to defend a little bit better. Overall, though, I think they were just outplayed overall by the Allies team. And just it's the story of the Axis team, right? You gotta, you know, your Tiger reloads slower. The costs are so high. Your P4 gets one tap to the hull. You need to flex in those AT guns. I think would have probably made a little bit of difference. Would have won them the game. I don't know. I really don't know. But I mean, still good game from both teams. Some good standout performances here. Para just going off on customs. His little hidey hole on the top of customs there, really being a pain in the butt of all the Allied defenders. As we rotate down towards Causeway, though. 2 minutes to go, 43 seconds left to cap. I don't see the Axis doing this one. Yeah, they're not anywhere close to point here. Really nice defense, it has to be said, on the last point here from the Axis team. Jables with a crazy kill as the 76 gets satcheled out of existence there. Kill switch with another tank under his belt today. I believe that's 2 or 3. Really good defense here on the backside. That Gary twice. First Inferno defending and then Jables. Both could have been lost, and the game could have been lost 5-0. Instead it's a 4-1, so that's a silver lining, I guess. There you go. Looking to talk to both commanders after this one, of course. Jables, the Axis commander, and also Jimbonium, the Allies commander. But with 157 to go, I wonder if that's an airhead dropping. I don't know if anyone's actually going to be able to spawn on it. It is an airhead. Okay, dropping in the field here on the backside. Think that the Allies will be more than able to deal with it. With 140 to go, I bet there's only going to be one spawn wave. And after that spawn wave goes down, it's going to be good night. Nice positioning. Would love to see it in one of these house backyards. That would be OP. Don't particularly know if it can be dropped in one of those places, but it would be OP if it could. 115 to go. You're going to see about with 30 seconds to go a big spawn wave in, and then Xylon's going to do his best impression of rooftop Koreans shooting at anyone who pushes up here. He's just vaulting. I don't even think he knows about the airhead. He really doesn't. With 55 seconds to go, though, it's too late here for the Axis team to come back into this one. We'll see a big spawn wave probably with a few seconds to go, and then a bunch of running to point. I don't think anyone's actually going to get a kill on either side here. Let's rotate back into the action. Bodies being dropped in the canal here. 30 seconds to go. Friday night fights. Tank in the mix. Where's this tank at? Oh, it's a 76. Can Kingdom get the satchel off in time? No, he's not going to be able to. And he's also an allied sapper, so he won't unless he wants to kill his own tank. 15 seconds to go. Friday Night Fights here. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us. We'll be back right after this game with some interviews of the captains to see how they saw the game. I think we'll go for Jimbonium first and then see if we can't talk to Jables. It goes 4-1, though. We're going to read off some of the scores here before we get into those interviews, though. 144 for Jables there, 1800 for Inferno, 1600 for Kitex, Hot Dog 7 with 382, 957 for Lil White, 2K for Dirty Dan, 563 for Freak Fighter, OP Royal with 505, 448 for Slim X, 1500 for Muck Snapper, 500 for Anarchy, 138 for Timmy, Sholmes with 618. On the other team, we got Jimbonium with 182, 3K, I think that was the tank of Cleto, Mr. Do, and third person who I forget's name off the bat. We'll have to see. Okay, yeah, it was 3K for them, 1800 for Coltrane, and Dren is the third member of that crew. He's a new guy. I haven't seen him in that before. Rose with 127, Use the Piet with 686, 1200 for Twing and a Limb, 2K for Core Zim, Senpu with 476 in his squad, Mad Rat with 505. Going down the scores, you can see the rest of them here. High Speed Hilly with 1400 and 2800 there for Alex Boss. Wow, look at those scores. Look at those scores. 1400 for Sirius, Alex Boss with 1300. Holy crap. Combat scores, ladies and gents. Combat scores on the other side. Combat effectiveness, sorry. Offensive effectiveness, combat effectiveness. Yeah, that's a pretty big combat effectiveness right there. Okay, wow. That was a good game, guys. We're going to be right back with some interviews, maybe of Jimbonium and Jables. Yeah, we'll see. Whew. I am sweating. We'll see if we can get Jables into this one right now. Or Jimbonium, sorry, first. All right, guys, we got Jimbonium on the line. Jimbonium, what is up, buddy?
Feel pretty good. Can't lie.
GG, good game. I don't know if you want to try the cam again to see if it works, so we can see the smile on your face after winning that one. Oh, there we go.
Hey, it worked.
It worked. It worked. You're on the side there. Let's get you centered. Okay, that's a little big. All right, we're a little big in there. We'll try that. Oh my God, you're so zoomed in right now.
Uh-oh.
I like your hat though. What is that? Is that a fur trading for hunting hat or something?
Yeah, it's really warm and the it folds down for ear flaps.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right, there we go. I got a pop out. I'm gonna roll you back in here. So just starting off on this one. There we go. Perfect. You're set up perfectly. All right, congratulations, first of all. 4-1, not the 5-0 maybe you were hoping for, but still a pretty good result, all things considered. What did you see from that game?
Well, I was really happy to get Customs, or Canal Crossing capped right off the bat, because Ruins is just a nightmare, because they could just put a blue line Gary like right in front and walk 50 meters, and they're capping in strong cap. So I was really happy that we got Canal off the bat. From there, it was just kind of a standard grind. Like we, generally had very good positioning. We were surrounding them on 2 out of the 4 sides for most of the game. Yeah, I mean, it was just great play from the team. I didn't really do much, to be honest. It was great.
No, you had some nice Gary positioning. You had some nice bombing runs. One of the things that I noticed from the Axis team that really hurt your guys' first attack onto Customs there is they had a Northern Gary on the edge of the map, and I don't know if that wasn't marked out or spotted out, but I think one of your guys got really close with 18. He actually got friendly fired by Artie. He was just about to peek it and hit it with a rocket, and I think you guys would have capped that very quickly, but he was taken out by Artie. From your perspective, though, was there any squad that really stood out and was really effective on your side, on the attack or on the defense?
I mean, shout out to Dog Squad. They were always where they needed to be on the defense.
Who was leading that one?
My boy OP Roncon.
Roncon. Okay, shout out to Roncon.
The voice of an angel over there.
Okay.
He was basically always on the other side of the river, which is exactly where they were coming from. Yeah. And he was always calling out, enemy garrison down, infantry here. It was Whenever you have a solid defense, it really gives you a lot of peace of mind to commit forward and be aggressive.
Did you hear a lot of complaining on the radio about a certain member of the Axis team constantly on customs being unable to kill? Did you hear any of that?
Yes.
That
absolutely.
was Core Para, by the way. That was Para from Core. I don't know how many kills he got on the point, but it was insane. He was up in the rafters. He was killing body after body on point. It was a bloodbath.
I saw it was called out, and I was right near that building, and people just started dying. I'm like, well, I'm not going in there.
I was waiting for a satchel. I thought at one point one of them would satchel, but they just kept rushing into the building, and he was up in the rafters, almost impossible to see off a peak, and just dropping bodies for the whole time. But yeah, no, that was a good game.
We did call out for a satchel on that building, but I think someone said that they killed him. But he got back there almost immediately.
So he did run out, and there was a first. Okay, so for the first time, this is a little weird. That first offense, there wasn't a Gary there. After it got taken out, I don't think a Gary got replaced there for about 10 to 15 minutes. What was going on there? I was wondering.
When we capped customs?
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure. We had
there were
plenty
supplies.
of supplies near that northwestern barn area, and they pretty much just took it back immediately. And also had people on the south side of Canal there too, because the Gary was getting taken down. So I was just like, well, this is not good.
It was something weird to see. So you had a defensive squad right there with an OP and like 4 or 5 spawns from a supply guy, but he didn't drop any supplies. And then there were also supplies over the wall, and the squad lead didn't drop a Gary. And I was like, oh, this is going to be so bad. But the only person who made it to point was Para, and all he did was just murder people in that building. So at the end of the day, it wasn't like a net loss for the team, I guess. But still, I was a little worried for you guys there. Was there any point in that one where you thought you could have maybe took it 5-0?
Yeah, there was a moment where we had recapped again customs, and our recon squad and I think another infantry squad were immediately capping
I saw that.
The final point. But we had literally just lost customs after taking it, and so I was just like, we need to worry about customs.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing is I think the way they got to the point, they bypassed the garrisons, the defensive garrisons. So there was still a lot of them. There was still some close plays. Like it could have been 5-0. I think, there was 2 plays. One where Inferno clapped Satchel Boy right before he was about to like put a satchel down on the Gary at the end there. And then Jables also getting a kill right before there was a recon squad lead laying on the ground in front of him. And this is something that I gotta say, I said it at the time, always check your feet when you spawn in a Gary, because more than one time I've seen people laying on the ground taking those out and the guys who spawn in just running away. Jables though saved the day on that one. I think you guys probably would have taken it 5-0 if he hadn't got the kill there. But still a good game overall. And of course you're the man pulling the strings at the back of this one. So congratulations to you on the win. Just to end it here, is there any shout outs you want to give for the game? Guys you want to recognize? Who was leading that squad again, the defensive squad? I think you said his name.
OP Roncon.
Roncon, okay. Anybody else you want to shout out on your team?
Shout out to Kalito, who is doing Kalito things in the tank.
Yeah, 76 OP.
Yeah, well, even on the opening Stewart, he just rolled up to where just on the other side of the river, there's like one spot where you can get a blue zone Gary, and he just rolled up and took out like 3 OPs.
We saw that. He got taken out too, but he did a lot of damage doing it.
That was pretty
nice.
brutal.
It was nice to see. But yeah, man, congrats on the win here, Friday Night Fights. Was this your first command win, or do you have is this your second or third under your belt?
Second out of 3, and this is a commander rematch from the first one on SMDM, where it was me versus Jables.
Okay.
But I lost that one, or we lost that one.
All right, so what? You got your 1-1 versus Jables, and then 2 out of 3 overall. That's not too bad.
Yep, pretty good. It's the hat, I'm telling you.
It's the hat. Hey, did you wear it the whole match?
Oh yeah. So, my heater's broken, so I'm pretty much bundled up here 24/7.
So wait, okay. So do you keep it like that the whole game? But if you go down 2-3, do you flip it reverse and do like a rally cap style, or just keep it the same?
I hadn't thought of that, but I might do that. Let's see what it looks like. Hold on.
All right, let's see. Yeah, not too bad. It actually looks almost arguably better.
I don't know about that. That's a skamaz right there.
Oh, all right. Well, Jimbonium still, thank you so much for joining me here in the post game, and congrats on the win.
Thank you very much.
We'll see. Are you going to command next week too? You going to try to get that command?
I mean, maybe. Yeah, I'll probably wait a while in the sign up. The sign up went up, and I immediately was just like, Commander. But I don't know. Maybe I'll try and give someone else a chance.
All right, man. Well, thanks for coming on with us, and again, congrats on the win. As the Allies there, 4-1.
Thank you very much.
All right, guys, that was Jimbonium there, commander of the Allies, of course, taking the dub for the Allies. We're going to message Jables and see if he has a chance to come on and talk with us about the game, see how he saw it from his perspective. I want to get his perspective on that kill there on the Gary to protect it. That was pretty dope here. We're going to get him on.
Hey, Heathen.
Hey, Jables. All right, there you are. Okay, so you're here. I didn't transition out of the scene. That's all good. Anyways, yeah, welcome, Jables. That was a tough game from my perspective there, going down 4-1 to the Allies. How did you see that game develop?
I also saw that as a tough one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sweaty, but it's the point lineup was a big meat grind. Basically, both of those points kind of have a moat around them, so you really need to get your tanks and artillery solid. I think there was some top-notch tanking by the Allies that game.
Yeah,
our tanks were getting pretty frustrated. So the other thing, we didn't get the enemy artillery shut down as much as I think we should have, and so long term, I think that just contributes to losing customs. But I want to give definitely hats off to the Allied tankers that game. We were pretty frustrated by them.
What? Sorry about that. Just there we go. Sorry, your name wasn't right. It was saying Jimbonium. You are definitely not Jimbonium. You're Jables. Yeah, no, for sure. Tanking looked really frustrating there. Once they got that death stack of 276s, it was just, it was looking rough. I don't know if there was a few points where it looked like maybe there was a breakdown of communication, especially when that 76 shoved customs. So he shoved customs, and I can't remember off the top of my head who was with him, but there was an AT with him who got your Gary. You did have a P4 there. Now, so there was a Lux and a P4. The Lux got yeeted out of existence like it would versus the 76, but there was no marker that got dropped, and that was a key thing there. The 76 was allowed to push in, and there was a moment where the P4 could have peaked the 76, and I actually thought that he had heard in comms and was rotating around behind because he just started hightailing it into the Allied lines. Unfortunately, as soon as he got hit with 1AT, he stopped and tried to reverse, ended up getting bogged down and out-rotated by the 76. But it was just a little weird play there on the point. But on the midpoint, how did that go? You guys looked like you might have had a position on the north side, but did that just kind of fall apart with the arty pressure there? Is it so open?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, for the tank works and stuff like that. Yeah, I think we just got out tanked, plain and simple. But yeah, for mid, we had a decent opener. Yeah, we got that truck in the north, which is crucial for that point on Axis. They got the Gary up. I was really happy with. I think they had a good opener, and it's kind of 50-50 whether you take it. So we opened all the spots we should have. And then once we lost that North Gary, I don't know what happened, if a tank or something.
So a Stewart yeeted in. I believe that was Colito. Yeah. I think Jables was, sorry, not Jables, Jimbonium was giving a shout out to Colito for yeeting a Stewart in, suiciding it, but taking out that Gary on the north side there. So
that was big on there. That was a big play by them.
Yeah.
I remember seeing some tank marks go down, and pretty soon the Gary was toast. So at that point, it just becomes, once we lose our foothold on that part of Canal, it just becomes a meat grind because the river is just surrounding both of those points. So I was pretty happy with our opener. We hit the points we were supposed to. We got a bunch of Garys up, but overall pretty grindy game for, I think, both teams. I'd like to think for both teams. It's definitely grindy on our end.
I just want to ask you one thing, because I did notice there was a few players for your team, namely Core, who Para, who were able to get through the lines. It didn't look like you guys had a lot of like squad leads. Did you have those guys who were just trying to penetrate and get those OPs down close to point? Were they just not able to find their way through the lines? Like, what was going on there on the offensive side?
Yeah, we did have a couple of runners. I think they did a pretty decent job. When we were attacking Canal, they came up from the south through town center. We had a push coming from kind of the southwest of Canal, but that's a tough point to push, especially from that direction. So I think probably our best shot at having those sort of players was I drove a supply truck all the way around the map and put it behind Canal, and we got, I think, 1 OP off of that. They had a really quick tank reaction to that, Gary, which again, great tanking. But
yeah, they're tanking.
We had our runners. They were pretty.
Was OP.
Yeah, we had our runners. I think they were just getting bogged down around town center, and it just ended up being kind of a frontline grind.
It was a very grindy game overall. I noticed you also did get when you lost when you're fighting over customs, you did get that half track in there, the north side. Now that stabilized things a little bit, but it was just so hard to rotate back on a point with that open space and those tanks just marauding around, just absolutely killing anybody who poked their head out of anything. It was just so hard to get back onto point too. Was there any point where you thought you might be able to get back into the game after going down like 4-1, with those reattacks onto customs, or was it pretty just a solid defense all the way around for them?
Yeah, we had a point where I think we were sitting 4-1, and then when we took a 2-3 again, I was feeling pretty good. I'd have to watch the stream actually. It kind of caught me off guard that they were able to take that back from us because we had a solid front line. From my point of view, I think what happened was we didn't stabilize that point long enough, and immediately tried the town center flank again, and it's just too wide to go for Canal. So, but that I think was basically the point where I thought we were at least going to hold them 2-3. But yeah, it's just the way she goes. Yeah, I would have liked to have more half tracks as well, but those tank crews were sure burning through our fuel.
Right? Was there ever a point where you considered maybe telling the tank crews to flex into AT squads instead of just burning up so much fuels and maybe going for half track play? I think we debated on the podcast last Monday, what would you rather do? Would you rather go for 2 half tracks or a heavy tank? And I think I was one of the only ones who actually said I'd go for 2 half tracks and a bunch of, and flex my AT guys, my tanks into AT, and then go for other than the heavy tank. Because right now the Tigers feel so hard. It's so hard to go, especially when you lose initially and you start losing the match and you're stacked against 2 76s. It's just so hard for a Tiger with that high fuel cost. You can't compete against 1 76, let alone 2, right? What's your thoughts on that?
Point. I think it just depends kind of on the timing. I guess once they got that 276 stack, you're right, it's just tough. One Tiger is already at a disadvantage against a single 76, so it might make sense. We talked about it in the opener. I said kind of, I looked at the tank crews because both teams can see the roster, and I saw the tankers that we were going to be up against, and I said, these guys are going to be quite good, so be ready to switch up to AT and put down a gun. Like if you get taken out by a tank, you probably know where it is, so you can get a nice ET gun up and just wait for it. But I didn't really see that from our tankers. I think they kind of, and me too, you get in that sort of tunnel vision mode. But we got 1 half track. We probably could have used another. But long flanks are really tough at that point because you also have to drive all the way around the river. You can't really cut around the back of the red zone. You have to go pretty wide for Canal, but. Yeah, it was a bit of a toss-up.
And you can drive through the river. I think I did see one squad lead go through the river there. Unfortunately, they got clapped as soon as they jumped out of their vehicle.
That was Romulus. I was really crossing my fingers on that.
That was so close to working too. Was one guy defending on the wall, and there were multiple of your guys in the trench on the other side of the river who just weren't looking across. I think that's one thing.
We had a Tiger there too. I saw that truck come in, and we had a Tiger parked across the river.
Yeah.
So I was hoping the Tiger would have been able to cover it, but these things sometimes you just get lucky, right?
People also tunnel. I feel like when especially for airhead plays, when there's an airhead play going down and you have people close to it or within running distance and they don't immediately go run and secure that airhead, they're tunneled in their own things. Like the guys who are on the other side of the river don't immediately, okay, we're going for a push across the river. Let me get my gun up and let me make sure no one's peeking. Because that guy who was peeking them and killed Romulus, it was one guy who was clearly above the wall there, just standing there, and I saw that, and I was just like,
Pretty
oh,
easy to get.
yeah. I do have a shout out for you though, really quick. Props to you. You saved the game. I saw that. I was watching you on the recon there. Yeah, on your feet. He was at your feet trying to take it down, and you looked down and you clapped him in the face. That was a nice play for sure.
Yeah.
That was a close one too.
I love getting people like that because they're stuck there holding F and they're like, come on, come on, come on. And then all of a sudden, ding.
Hey, props to you for looking down. I don't know how many times on stream I've seen that play where the person spawns in, looks at his map and then like runs away from the Gary. So props to you for actually looking down and being like, oh, this guy's trying to take my Gary. I don't think so. I think also Inferno saved your Gary the first time before you rotated it underneath the bridge when it was out in the open. There was an NG beelining for it and he shot him in the back of the head. So that was a big save too.
Nice. Inferno was great on defense there. I think Inferno was probably the reason that we didn't get 5-0 that game. He had a solid squad on final point there. Yeah,
they were doing work for sure. Just to end this one, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Was there anybody you wanted to shout out other than Inferno, of course? Any shout outs you want to give at the end of this one to your team, to your crew, to your clan, anything like that?
I said Inferno was great. Rom was great too. He had some great times where I would call for kind of more strength on a Garrison and he would be there. We had a couple of you guys, at least on our side, step up to squad lead tonight. Okay. We use this as a bit of a learning too. So Kidx is a golfer who stepped up to squad lead and we're pretty happy with how he did for his first game. So, but all in all, like everybody I think had a good game. It was an intense game for a Friday night, which is what we want. So.
No, for sure. Super intense. I'm sweating over here. Almost losing my voice, so I'm gonna need to go chill out for a little bit after this one. But Jables, thank you so much for joining us. And I heard from our other commander there that now he's even with you. You won the last game with him, Jimbonium, and he takes
the
this one.
Inaugural game, I beat him. So yeah, GG's to him. I think he's not there anymore, right? So, but anyways, GG's Jimbonium. I'll get you next time, dude.
Yeah, we'll be waiting for that one. 1-1. We'll see who takes the next one, and maybe get some stakes here in the future as this mini rivalry grows between you two guys. But again, thank you so much for coming on after this one. Of course, unfortunate for you dropping the game 4-1, but hey, it was still a grindy, fun game in the end, and a good game for the community to watch for sure.
Yeah, and thanks for streaming it. Yeah, have a good night.
No worries. Good night, buddy. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Of course, that was Jables in Commander the Axis side. We heard from him, of course, dropping the game 4-1. However, 1-1 with Jimbonium. So we'll see for next time if he can come back in that one. Still a good game overall to watch for sure, guys. We will be back tomorrow with some competitive action. ARC versus STDB in the prep for their seasonal matchup. I believe STDB is playing the combo team of 91st and 38th. So they're looking to hone their skills at the end here and have a good game with that one. But from me, thank you so much also to everyone for hosting this game, for Gary's OnlyFans, Mucksnapper, and Romulus, for the work you guys do getting these games set up every weekend. So it's a lot of thanks from me. And guys, have a good night here. I'm going to start the rerun right after this is over. But for me, thank you guys so much, and we'll see you tomorrow. STDB versus ARC. Oh, I should probably transition out now. Peace.